Hi everyone, Scott Kinne here, First Heritage Mortgage. Hope you're doing well on this Friday evening, December 12th. I want to just follow up. I've got a number of very important things to get out to you. Make sure you're up to date on what's happening in the mortgage market and new things taking place. So let's start with the mortgage market. The bond has continued to increase. This week the bond really kind of took a recovery. So if you take a look at the bond chart to the side, you'll see the recent history. We are right now where the bond level is sitting. It's at the highest point since May 28th of 2013. So last year and a half, the bond is at the highest level. As the bond is at the highest level, mortgage rates are at their best, at their lowest. So that is great news for the end of the year that no one was expecting to see. Other things that are, I think, helping the marketplace a little also is low gas prices. Stuff like that. It's putting a little more money in people's pockets. I have a feeling that that is going to then express itself in higher expected retail sales during the holidays. So when those reports come out in the beginning of the year, we're going to say retail sales was up much higher. They're going to extrapolate that means the economy is growing, and you're going to see the bond price kind of react at that point. But that's just where we sit right now. I was just looking at a long-term chart. Really, the highest point we were at was back in the early May of 2013. May was a bad month. We were at a high, went to a nice low, but we're at about at the highest level we were back in May of 2013. So that's all great news. So other things I want to go over right now, real quick. We've heard from most of the investors, different programs out there. No changes expected really in this area, Northern Virginia, to loan amounts, max loan amounts. I think there were a couple counties in Maryland that did allow for a little increase in the loan limit. I believe that was on VA loans. Not much. I think they originally were at $550 or $417. They went up just a little bit on a couple counties. I think there are 4. So nothing really here in Northern Virginia. We're still sitting, at the regular levels. New program coming out. We all had, not too long ago, Fannie Mae was doing 3% down, 97% financing, and they did away with it. It is coming back. So Fannie Mae, the new underwriting system is going to start allowing it on December 18th for 3% down, so watch for that to be hitting my rate sheet soon. That's standard 3% down. Can be first-time home buyer, no income limitations, anything. So it's a great program for your low down payment clients to get your New Year's started off with a bang. Freddie Mac isn't going to be adding it until probably February, March timeframe, but nevertheless, we've got it through Fannie Mae. So that is great news. We've also, my rate sheet, if you click to the side, you'll see it. Right now, it says down at the bottom, you will see a link that says 85% jumbos. I've got a new program now that goes, again, to 90% to 1.5 million, and that's 90% without MI. So big key there, they want to see a client who wants to put very little down but has good money in reserves. So if it's your client that has little money down because they have very little money, probably not going to be as beneficial to them. But for the smart investor who doesn't want to tie up all his money in his house, this is a great opportunity. Also wanted to mention FHA flipping waiver. That was FHA had a waiver for the last couple of years that if you could flip, that means within a very short time frame, someone could buy a house, fix it up, and immediately flip it on an FHA loan to a new buyer. They had that waiver. Otherwise, you had to have control of that property on title for 90 days. Well, that waiver is expiring on December 31st. So any contract that is fully ratified before 11/59 on December 31st, that waiver will still be good. Now, we've still got to see how our investors are going to take it. How long will they still accept that waiver? But FHA is saying that if the contract is written before December 31st, then you can have a buyer that bought the property December 1st and is turning around and selling it right away. So that's good for you to know that that's going away. So when it goes away, that means FHA states that client must be on the contract, must have ownership of the property they're selling for at least 90 days before a contract can be written or a loan application can be received on that property. Basically wait 91 days. So if you have any questions on that, give me a call. A couple other quick things I just want to mention out. Came across a little app that I think was pretty cool. It's called Sitegeist, and that's Sitegeist. Sitegeist. And what Sitegeist allows you to do is wherever you are at that point in time, if you're a realtor out with a new client and you're in the middle of a new area, maybe you're in the middle of Reston, you can punch on that app and it'll give you a lot of data on that surrounding area. Median household incomes, average house prices, things along those lines. Might be beneficial for you to be able to spew out some of this information to your client right in front of them. Last thing I wanted to bring up, well, two last things. Number one, over here to the side, my link for the mobile app. Right now, if you click that link, it'll take you to a flyer that was created for realtors. So they have a new realtor app with all realtor information in it, and this flyer gives you the information on it, and it's supposed to give you a discount. Now, this is a little bit old. I gave this to you much earlier in the year, but maybe if you present it to them, they'll still honor this discount that they will give you if you use this flyer. So be aware of that. I've had a lot of great feedback on my mortgage app, so this is for the realtors. And last item, my link to my rate sheet. I do not send out these videos every week, as you see. Typically, it's about once every 2 weeks, unless there's something really hot that I think you need to be aware of. And if you click on the side, you will get my rate sheet will pop up. That link for my rate sheet, my rates are updated each week, every Friday, late in the day. So even if I don't send out a video email or my rate sheet, if you click on that link and you save it to your favorites bar, at any time you can click on it and it'll bring up my most recent rate sheet. So be aware of that. Please use that. Don't think that I don't have updated rates just because you're not getting a video from me, and I apologize if I haven't mentioned this before. So hope that all helps. Hope you have a great weekend planned. It's supposed to be nice, and I look forward to talking with you next week. Bye-bye.